Bullying is never okay. No, unfortunately, it does happen to many people every day, whether at school, at work, just life in general. But some of us are lucky to escape this unfortunate reality. And we don't have to worry about it happening in person. But bullying isn't always done physically. Online bullying has become such a common normality in this day and age that it's normalized and it's just hard to escape it. Anyone is capable of doing such a thing from behind a phone. We have to be worried of this unfortunate modern issue that's happening. According to Ariel Schoenfeld from NIH, 13.6% of adolescents have attempted suicide because from cyberbullying. This is a serious issue and it's causing people to want to commit suicide. An article written by James Martin of Exploiting Topics, over 50% of children are targets of cyberbullying. This is not only affecting adults, but children. They're becoming victims of online bullying, and this has never been okay. You know, everyone with a phone has access to social media. It makes a whole lot easier it makes it just a whole lot easier to target individuals online. But for whatever reason, even strangers can target you. You just have to be careful out there. Anyone is capable of doing such a thing. For this speech, I'm going to inform you of the consequences that come from cyberbullying, as anyone can be a victim. The consequences that victims of cyberbullying have are going to be told, as well as the consequences that can happen from bullying and people online. We have to prevent this, and I'm going to tell you why this has to come to an end. It's no secret that cyberbullying is a terrible thing that many people experience. Something as simple as opening your Instagram or even a TikTok account. It leaves you vulnerable to these types of attacks. According to Ashley Abramson from APA, cyberbullying can increase stress and it can result in anxiety or depression symptoms. Some people don't know how to handle these emotions if you think about it, and without help, it could easily lead to suicide tendencies. According to the Suicide Prevention Resource Center, children and people under 25 who are victims of cyberbullying are more than twice as likely to engage in self-harm and suicidal behaviors. This is heartbreaking. Being a victim, it leaves you open to endless possibilities that are deadly ones if you think about it. And that's one of the major possibilities. Just imagine trying to have a social media account. You just want to text your friends, you want family members, Facebook, and then random people just start to attack you online. They're bullying you for your looks, just for anything. All that stress is going to happen to you. It's going to leave you open to the possibility of emotions that you just don't know how to handle them. It could lead to suicide tendencies, self-harm, and it's a really saddening thing if you think about it, just because you wanted to be on social media and just there's a hater out there who just wants to ruin your day. It's just really unfortunate. All this stress is going to be upon you. It's going to leave you with feelings that you don't know how to feel. According to Sharon Reynolds of NIH, cyberbullying has seemingly increased and boosted since the COVID era. And as internet access become more in use, it opens individuals to be targets. Everyone's on social media nowadays. The internet is there. It's on a phone. It's on a laptop. It's everywhere. And, everyone has social media. So you want to be a part of it if you think about it, who's posting this, who's posting what, you want to be a part of it. But a part of this comes with bullying, cyberbullying is a part of it. And we just got to find ways to handle it, we can't enjoy social media without hate and harm. And, it's a possibility that it's going to be introduced into your lives if you are on social media. The impact that goes into individuals of cyberbullying is extreme. Now, when it comes to the people doing the cyberbullying, there are so many consequences that will happen if you do get caught. When you choose to do cyberbullying, you have to look at the risks of your own decisions. According to the Law Dictionary, up to 14 states in the U.S. impose criminal penalties towards individuals who get caught cyberbullying. That includes fines of up to $250,000, and you can even go to jail for up to a year, and that's something that you don't want to do. And for calling someone ugly online, it's just not worth it. Sending hate from behind an account. If you think about it, you're hiding behind a screen, who's going to know it's you? But unfortunately, the realistic truth is that you are causing harm towards someone, regardless if you think it's no big deal. If you choose to go onto your phone and choose to hate, there will be consequences for those actions, Everything can easily be tracked back to you, and you will suffer these many consequences. Because you know what they say, the internet is forever. And that statement is true, Everything you say and post is going to be on there forever. According to Stomp Out Bullying, cyberbullying easily becomes a crime when you harass or you make a threat towards someone, So just bothering someone, that's a crime, And then a hateful comment could easily turn into, harassment, and it's not worth it. It's just, you can easily make a threat and it's gonna ruin your life. It's just not worth it. It's not worth going to jail, legal trouble for bothering someone online. Targeting someone online is just not okay. You also have to think of the guilt that you yourself will feel if you drive someone to self-harm or suicide. That's what happens if you cyberbully. Because you don't ever know the harm that someone's going through, and when the consequences come, you're gonna have to sit and think of what you've done, and it's not okay. Yeah, you're responsible for the death of someone, and it's not a good feeling, and that guilt, it's gonna be on forever in your life. According to the Very Well Mind, victims of cyberbullying sometimes become bullies themselves. So it's possible that the reasoning that someone is bullying you is because they were bullied themselves. And although that does not make it okay, they are victims in a sense, but this cycle is what's causing cyberbullying, and it needs to come to an end. We have to put an end, and we cannot repeat this cycle. So there's many ways to prevent cyberbullying if you think about it. Whether you're a parent or an adolescent that doesn't want to experience it. According to Mark Stezabo from We Live Security, parents should be more supportive and understanding when it comes to these situations. A parent's support can go a long way. Having that support of your parent when you're being cyberbullied, to be open with them and they support you in this process, it could potentially avoid self-harm. We just have to we have to push for more strict laws and have zero tolerance against cyberbullying. Schools need to enforce these rules a little more, a little harder to get it to stop, because if you think about it, it happens mostly in teens. We have to take more responsibility online and set our accounts. We can set them from public to private, and we can avoid this hate from strangers. We can add a setting to just block hateful words, and it's something that it's an alternative. Just block people. Online bullying needs to come to an end, and cyberbullying needs to be a thing of the past. So I've told you why cyberbullying is bad and the things that we can do to prevent it. Anyone can become a victim, and we have to stay safe and be alert in the possibility of being cyberbullied. Social media is a powerful tool, and we have access to it. Along with this access comes the possibility of encountering cyberbullying. We have to remember the consequence that comes from participating in this is damage that it does to people. It's not okay. We have to remember that being cyberbullied doesn't define you, and if you're able to overcome it, look at the possibilities. There's so many consequences that go into cyberbullying. And overall, it's just better not to do it. Don't do it. Suicide is not the answer, and just remember to think twice before cyberbullying, because it's just never okay.